You're listening to Kerry Lutz's Financial Survival Network, where you get valuable information you just can't find anywhere else. To thrive in today's trying times, you need the Financial Survival Network, now more than ever. Go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com and get your free newsletter and gift. Financial Survival Network, now more than ever.
And welcome. You are listening to the Financial Survival Network. Hey, guess what? We are right in the middle of December. Crypto, well, as of today on the 14th, we're looking at Bitcoin trading upwards of 18,000, which is good news if you're holding crypto. If you're not, you probably don't care. But, hey, we talk a lot about crypto on here, a lot. And there's a new book out that I think you should take a look at called Demystifying Cryptocurrency, a Beginner's Guide to Understanding Digital Money, NFTs, and the Metaverse. It's a mouthful. The author is Chuck Palm. Chuck, you are with us now. Welcome to the Financial Survival Network. So what's the first thing we need to do when we want to demystify crypto, when we really want to understand it?
Well, obviously buy the book. No, thank you, Kerry. Appreciate you having me on. Demystifying cryptocurrency had one goal in mind when I wrote it, and that was to be able to hand it to my mom at Thanksgiving and say, this is what I'm doing now.
And I'm sure she's so proud, right?
Oh, it has absolutely no clue still. So apparently I hit my goal, This is very common. People my age and older are not really, all that knowledgeable about what's going on in this market and why does it matter? It's not tangible. There's no real money involved, but yet people lost millions of dollars in the last month.
Billions on something you don't understand at all, right?
For the most part, I have to say it was a long journey getting me here. A little over a year ago, I started looking at why people took crypto so seriously. I'm a computer engineer and network guy by trade, and I really thought there might be something to this crypto after, you see $30,000, $60,000 per Bitcoin. Why were all the other altcoins out there just fractions of that or mere, millions of that? And it kind of spawned the whole idea that there's something to this, but let's not dilute it.
Mm-hmm. And let's not get diluted about it either, right?
Yeah, 100%. I think you see a lot of people now questioning their own motives about jumping in the pool with both feet and not checking how deep it is.
Yeah, well, going head first into the pool without checking how deep the water is, you can definitely have problems with that. But look, hey, not to toot my own horn, but I'm going to toot it. In December of 2017, I called the peak in Bitcoin, 19,700 thereabouts. And I guess it's almost a year ago, myself and seasoned trader Nick Santiago called the peak in Bitcoin at 67.7. Mm-hmm. So I think I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. I will admit I missed the run-up both times, and I knew about it, but, just didn't take the plunge because manias, bubbles, you do it at your own peril.
Mm-hmm, sure. I'm still mystified myself about why people sing a sad song when they lose everything that they invested in crypto and it's their life savings. What other ridiculous opportunity to invest would you put your entire life savings in and then want sympathy for it? I mean, I'm totally a sympathetic guy. I hate that, you've been robbed or scammed, but let's, kind of take a little responsibility as well.
Whenever there's a new thing, a new bubble, we always say it's like the Wild West. And here, man,
cliches are great. And never was a better one coined for this. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. I mean, this was the Wild West before the Colt 45, man. You were getting arrows all over you, right?
Right. I mean, I'm a very casual investor in cryptos myself. I tend to stick with Bitcoin and Ethereum being 1 and 2. And, if I dabble in an altcoin, it's because it might have some minor interest or intrigue. It's not a gamble for millions of dollars of potential at-risk money.
Right. Well, look, I believe in the future of crypto.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be the total cynic here, but that future is not here yet.
No.
Right? That future, the future is a ways off. Right now, it's crapshoot gambling, speculation. I own crypto, so don't go yelling at me, but I understand it better than most of you out there because I understand money and economics and bubbles. More importantly, I get bubbles. And man, I can't even tell you how many emails I got from you guys out there saying, you don't understand crypto. That's like saying, to a chef, you don't understand food, to like a Michelin star chef.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Not that I'm a Michelin star chef of that caliber.
If you were, I'm coming to your place for lunch. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Hey, man. And when I get my star, you will be more than welcome. But look, it's just so ridiculous.
Well, the elephant in the room, obviously, is the fact that there are people going to jail right now for trying to manage something that they are in way over their head.
We can only hope.
The indictments are out there now. There's 8 charges against Sam Bankman-Fried. He is in the clink and will probably be extradited in the next day or two. They denied bail. They're taking this very seriously, but I have to say I'm a little suspect as to why they didn't allow him to testify before Congress first.
Oh, well, because look, one of the things I said here years ago, and you can look up the archives of Financial Survival Network, is the best way ever to bribe a politician is cryptocurrency. Right? There's little or no trace of it. Yeah, the powers that be can do this, but there's little or no way that you'll ever know. It's instantaneous, and it's a politician's wet dream, literally. Right?
Don't just survive, thrive. The Financial Survival Network.
Osino Resources is a Ross Beatty-backed gold exploration company in mining-friendly Namibia. Osino's district-scale land package is situated near 2 producing gold mines, one of which Osino's management team previously developed and sold to B2 Gold. Osino's founders and management are experienced mining professionals who have already successfully developed and sold 2 companies in the past 7 years. Osino has a tight share structure, and with its current treasury, it can self-fund the advancement of its gold discovery into at least 2022. This is an exploration company with drills turning that you'll definitely want to pay attention to. Osino trades in New York under the ticker OSIIF and in Toronto under the ticker OSI. To learn more, go to osinoresources.com. That's osinoresources.com.
This is the Financial Survival Network, the information you need to thrive now more than ever.
Well, there's enough evidence that shows how many politicians he did give major campaign contributions to. There's enough people that are very skeptical about the motives of, why they didn't allow him to testify. And I think, we have to kind of put a little faith in the justice system and allow them to gather the evidence. Very little.
Very little. Hey, you're talking to a recovering attorney here.
Oh, my gosh. Well, counselor, let me rephrase that. Yeah. I'm hopeful, but I'm on the skeptical side of all of this. It's way too convenient. There's just no coincidences anymore.
Yeah. Hey, so going back to your mom and demystifying crypto. All right. What do you see as its true value, its true utility? Why should we even care about it?
Honestly, I come back to the one thing in my mind that attracted me to it, and it kind of lends itself to our previous conversation about decentralized finance. The idea that it's not traceable, that it's my money, I can do with it as I want, within the limits of the law and the country that I reside in. I'm a fan of being able to go on the corner street and buy a gourmet hot dog at a food cart and pay in whatever currency that I currently hold. Money's not the same as currency. That's the bottom line.
And crypto is not money. Okay.
Right.
Because you can't go to Starbucks and buy your $8 latte using crypto. Now, yeah, there are crypto-backed credit cards and debit cards and all that.
Sure.
But you're paying in dollars or in whatever currency, wherever you are, euros, yuan,
Right.
Yen, whatever it is.
In that vein, my only retort to that is there are now European countries that have entire cities dedicated to the transaction of, again, either Ethereum or Bitcoin, to be able to conduct transactions in an open marketplace. McDonald's had an article about, hey, we take crypto in Switzerland in this little town. And it is no more than another financial institution, authorizing the transaction, dipping their hand in, taking out a fee. That I think that's Chapter 8, as a matter of fact. That being said, it is why people are trying to get off of these major lending institutions and money changers. They have their hands in everything. And I'm a kind of a freedom of speech and freedom of life kind of guy. I'd like to see that the crypto is adopted in its major forms, and that we have a more fair and open trading opportunity that way.
Hey, agreed. I think that is definitely the way it should be, but we're a ways off from there. Yes, what you're talking about, it's a few places that have experiments going on. All well and good, let's face it. But
sure.
But really, we got a ways to go. What I like about it is the blockchain and the, at least currently, the immutability of the blockchain. I think that is where the utility lies. I think that you're going to have them. I mean, you got them now. Central bank digital currencies. It's going to squeeze out the private ones. You know that old saying, don't steal, the government hates competition, right?
I'm more afraid of central bank digital currencies than any other altcoin or exchange or any other fraud that's out there online. Whenever a government body decides to get technical, they just totally screw the pooch. It is every single example of how government tries to embrace technology, they've made it worse.
But Chuck, look at all the great things they've done with social media. I mean, they work hand in hand with social media to protect you.
Yes. Remind me of that platform that they run again. Which one is it?
Which one don't they run? Maybe one right now they're having their problems with. But let's face it, there's going to be abuse. So you're Joe Sixpack, Steve Chardonnay. You want to get involved in crypto because you didn't listen to anything you and I said.
Yeah.
How should you do it?
So there's a lot of great resources online, and I mentioned it in the book. You can Google terms like crypto exchanges, read some reviews, look at the Google, ranking of these things, and try to weed out the things that are obviously advertised and sponsored content. Look for information on other people's experiences with trading on the platform. Buy a small amount of your favorite brand of crypto. Hold it for a while. Look at the market, see how it does, and maybe make some trades. It's no different than a novice stock investor playing on any of these, places where you can make trades that are not actually live, and you can see how they do and not spend real money on it. There are test platforms for crypto as well, but with Bitcoin and Ethereum, every time they drop, and I mean, they've dropped 50% or more, they come back a year or two later and they more than triple the amount of coin that they offer for the dollar. And, those kinds of things you can't ignore in any investment. It's just some of the easy to follow, simple rules of trading online are what you would do if you were on the stock market.
All right. Well, we like that. And again, tell us the name of your book and where we find it. I assume wherever fine books used to be sold.
Most used to be sold on Amazon, which is where you can find Demystifying Cryptocurrency or demystifyingcryptocurrency.com, or just Chuck Palm on Amazon. I'll be up there.
All right. We've got a question for Chuck, myself. The email is kl@kerrylutz.com, or post your comments on the YouTube channel. And while you're at the site, financialsurvivalnetwork.com, you can click through right to Chuck's site, demystifyingcryptocurrency.com. And make sure you sign up for your free newsletter. Chuck, been a pleasure. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Kerry, thanks for having me, sir. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for listening to Kerry Lutz's Financial Survival Network, your solution to today's trying times. For the latest, go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com. Financial Survival Network, now more than ever.